Welcome to this week's Changelog, where we go over the changes week by week on Solana. My name is Jacob. I'm joined today by Joe, and let's get started. So this past week, the Grizzlython winners have been announced. Really cool to see all the projects. There were more than 800 submissions. Go check it out and congratulate the winners if you haven't already.
Yeah, awesome projects. Great job, guys. Everybody did super great. Thank you for submitting. And we mentioned this before, but even if you didn't win a prize, like definitely stay motivated, stay on your project, and continue to take advantage of the opportunity to sort of market what you did and connect with people. You never know.
Yeah, and just a quick note, there is another hackathon that your project can apply to. The Web3-a-thon that is happening through April and May. Your Grizzlython project can apply to that Web3-a-thon. So even if you didn't win, or if you did win, you can continue and put your project up for yet another hackathon. Moving on to today's change. So this past week, there's been a lot of talk about state compression. So it's been really cool to see lots of different resources about it. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think it's fascinating. So state compression, obviously one of the biggest benefits of doing that is you save a ton on the cost of something like minting an NFT, right? So we've been hearing a lot of buzz about compressed NFTs. In fact, we were just chatting about Super Team's community call where they were going over some comparisons between how much it would cost you to mint every movie ticket in America, or how much it would cost you to mint every single tweet on Twitter in a year. And the numbers are honestly staggering. They're very, very low compared to traditional NFT mints. So this is a really, really powerful change that's coming to Solana. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is live now, Jacob, right?
Yes, it's live now, and there are multiple applications that you can use today to try it out. Not only is compression a big deal in making it low cost, but it enables so many more possibilities for people to onboard users to their products without them even noticing the cost. So Solana, it's one of Solana's biggest perks is being I can be used by anybody in the world and not a very small subset of users for any application as well. That's why we love Solana. Glad to see compression coming out. Moving on quickly to the resource of the week, mixing things up here. What is one example that you may have seen this past week, Joe, that uses compression?
Yes. For those of you guys who haven't seen it yet, there's a website called the 1 Million NFTs page. So it's just 1 million NFTs, all one word, .page. And you can actually go on. There's a big canvas. You pick a color and you can start drawing a picture. And each pixel that you put on is an NFT that you're minting. And you'll actually notice when you see the pop-up on your wallet how inexpensive it really is. And you can just kind of sit there and draw. I tried drawing my name. So if you see my name on there and it looks hilarious, you can laugh at me. But it is a really cool example of just how inexpensive these things are. And like Jacob was saying, the use cases that you can kind of do with them. Think about, wanting to give NFTs out to all your users and stuff like that. You can really see firsthand how cheap this really is.
Yeah, and just to note, this resource is open source, so you can actually use this to start building your own compressed NFT application. You could build on top of it. There's a lot of really cool things and ideas that you can do with this. As you may know, this 1 million NFT page is a callback to the old 2000s the $1 million page. While this 1 million NFT page you don't buy the NFTs, you could add that. You could add games with it. You can do all sorts of stuff. Definitely build it out. Take it and build some new application. There's a whole new way to explore NFTs on Solana. Then moving on to the commits. So there have been a few commits this week. One of the ones that I saw is that they've improved the Keygen grind algorithm by 10%. So what that really means in layman's terms is if you want to get one of those fancy public keys for your wallet, for example, if I want to put Jacob at the beginning of my wallet key, it can happen 10% faster, which for Jacob, that's actually substantial. The more letters you have, the longer it takes. So definitely check it out. We can put in some resources in the description on how to grind your own public key in the future. What did you see, Joe?
Well, I'm totally going to grind myself a Joe public key because it sounds awesome. But mainnet beta is updating to 1.13.7. So that's going to be rolling out pretty soon, probably by the time this goes live. And then, so yeah, you'll probably see the classic validators tweet going out. But pretty cool stuff. Like to see changes coming live. So that'll be interesting.
Yes, the 1.13.7, they were tested on testnet for the upgrade, and it's good to see upgrades starting again on mainnet beta. This will be the start of a ton more upgrades in the future. It's good to see. But anyways, thank you for joining us on this week's Changelog, and we'll see you next week. Bye.